Hello guys, welcome to pre-match of SRH versus Punjab Kings. So last match గురించి మాట్లాడుకుందాం. If we talk about the last match, okay, last match. I mean,
I
Varun,
hope
what
that
was
is the
the
last loss for us. Last
yes?
match అనుకున్నా.
Hopefully. So Varun, I'll come to you. What was that?
It was an utter disaster. What else can we say? I mean, see, first of all, I think the first game we lost it because of the toss. The second game as well, we lost it because of the toss. Right. I think the pitch was confusing for both the captains. We didn't, or they even didn't know how it's gonna play out. Right. So Aiden Markham took the risk and chose to bat first. And I think we were the only team in the tournament so far to have chosen to bat first. So Adam Markham took the risk, and it's okay taking risks in the starting of the tournament rather than taking it in the end of the tournament, right? And you're still trying to figure out your best lineup. But what I didn't understand is why did you go with three overseas and get in Fazalak Faruqi as the impact player when you already decided that he is gonna come in? You could have just played him, right? And then we would have had the thoughts of, oh, maybe Klassen wouldn't come in, he wouldn't probably be our batsman or the wicket keeper, right? But there was no plan and there was no perfect execution yesterday for the Sunrisers, and that caused us, to the loss. Even if you see the Lucknow Super Giants batsmen, they tackled the pitch very easily, right? So it was more lean towards the second innings for chasing. It was meant to win for the chasing teams, and Lucknow got it away. I think again, a batting isn't much of a problem. I think we were batting on two tricky surfaces, but the bowling is one thing to be looked out for. I think the pace attack is still not steady. I think Bhuvneshwar Kumar, I think we all know that he's not the same Bhuvi we know.
Yes.
Right? He's going expensive in the power play, and now our strengths have become our weaknesses. Our bowling, which was once our strength, our power play bowling, which was once our strength, the wicket taking ability, which was once our strength, is not with us anymore. And you could clearly see that from the last two games. Right. So hopefully, hopefully our management, Dale Steyn and Brian Lara as the head coach, he needs to do something. What Addy Birrell did for Sunrisers Eastern Cape, motivate the team, show what's right and what's wrong. Brian Lara should do that. It's still his first season, okay, but there's no excuses. He is the head coach. He needs to do something right for this team.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, pretty much takeaways from the last game. So, Kaushik, why Abhishek out and Anmol in? Why three overseas? Why so many changes in the playing 11?
See, the first thing is Abhishek Sharma has just come out of an injury.
Yes.
And if you see the two practice matches, we haven't seen him in the playing, not for playing good. In the playing 11s of both the teams, we haven't seen the first practice game. And in second practice game, we have seen him only bowling. So he was clearly needs some time. He needs some time to get back from the injury. We can't play him directly from an injury into that matches. So that's the thing. And even Anmol Singh was better with the bat. We need someone like Anmol Singh now because Abhishek lost confidence after the injury. And coming to the three foreigners who were playing yesterday, clearly I was expecting Klassen straight into the batting because we need someone like Klassen to our batting. I
Sorry
already
to
mentioned
interrupt.
that. Yeah.
I think I remember I saw Klassen with the pads. Was he in the mind for
Yeah.
impact? I mean,
Yeah. So he was padded up, and the plan was if a wicket fell at that time, Klassen needs to come as an impact player. But that shouldn't be the case. It was a pitch where spinners were having the wickets. Even we saw Adil Rashid was spinning the ball very good.
yes.
I didn't understand the fact that Fazal Farooqui was straight into the playing 11 after as an impact player because we need Mayank Markande, someone Mayank Markande. LSG had nine bowling options, and I think they bowled with four spinners.
Yes.
I think that's four spinners, right? Even Amit Mishra was bowling. Amit Mishra was out of form, but they gave him bowling. We need Mayank Markande. We needed Mayank Markande. I thought Mayank Markande, Adil Rashid, Washington Sundar, Adam Makram gonna bowl for SRH. But Fazalak Faruqi, he was good, but he was not needed for us. If we had played Klassen, our batting would have been good. We could have scored 20 more runs, and Mayank Markande could have made the difference for us. I think that's where we lost the game. The
Yes.
four foreigners should have played at the start.
Yes, I thought Umran Malik will be out and Mayank Markande would be in, but okay, what's happened is happened. So over to you, Ritvik. So, what do you think? I mean, will the SRH will be sticking to playing 11 because it's the match in our fortress? So, what do you think the changes might be?
See, honestly speaking, just just closing yesterday's matches chapter. Markram said in his interview that it was a 150-160 kind of a surface. So I was expecting when we were 63 for 10 inside 10 overs, at least one either a Rahul Tripathi or a Markram who could have played an anchor role till the end and brought the team, but that was not there. So since the match is in our fortress, first we need to identify what kind of a pitch we are playing on. Because we don't want a rank turner like the one we were on yesterday. We need a good batting pitch, but our core Indian middle order. We don't have a core Indian middle order, which we were suffering for the past 4 years since the auction. So we have a good foreign middle order. So I think the only one change is that they can play 4 foreigners, bring in maybe Janssen or a Klaassen in for one of the Indian players. But yeah, it all depends on the team management in the end, and they are the ones who will decide it, and we should just abide by it, I would say, because not just focus on the basics. That's what I would say, and yeah, that's the only thing I can say right now after yesterday's result. But the only thing is, if we win by a bigger margin, our net run rate will be a bit lower, considering DC lost today's game by, I think so, 50 runs or something
Yes.
like that, or
Yes.
even less. Yeah, by 50 runs. So considering that, if we win tomorrow's game by a bigger margin, then yeah, let's see. Let's hope for the best. Fingers crossed.
Yes, perfect. That was pretty good. We need to win at any cost in our fortress. We cannot afford to lose. And
Yeah,
over to you,
yeah, because
Rasagnil. Yeah, please.
so see the last from 2016 onwards, we have been constantly winning at Hyderabad. It's not like it's new for us. It's just that we have to find the right combination to make sure that everything falls in place.
Yes, perfect. So over to you, Rasagnil. Last night I saw a stat that in the past 9 matches, SRH has lost 8 and only won 1. So, how do you think the positive intent's going to come up for the tomorrow's game? How important is it?
Overall, the last game, I would say it's a day to forget. And forgetting about the form, we are not with the same team. We don't have Warner, or we don't have Kane, or we don't have the same team anymore. And I'm literally surprised that like the players that we had, like Rashid Khan or Kane or Warner, like they're dispersed into different teams, and but they're able to perform there. And it's I would say it's a bad luck that we have on papers. I would say SRH has a very good team this season,
Yes.
but unfortunately, like we're not able to perform up to the mark. And one thing I would say is like I would like to talk about Abdul Samad. If you see yesterday's game, Washington Sundar actually wasted a lot of balls, and like it was just like a test match, I would say. But maybe Abdul Samad, who actually utilizes the balls to his maximum capacity, maybe he should be given some opportunity to come down at least in like 13 or 14 overs, having enough balls in hand where he can showcase himself. Maybe we are not utilizing him to this complete extent, is what I feel. And as Varun mentioned, which was our strength once upon a time has become a weakness now. And SRH means it is known for their bowling, and we are not we're not bowling to our complete lengths and line at present. I mean, I would say our strength has completely become a weakness, as Varun mentioned. We are becoming a failure there, and we are not able to defend the teams. And yeah, I would say Harry Brook also, maybe he had a very good records, but he is not comfortable with Indian pitches, what I feel. Maybe bringing in Klassen in place of Brook would also help. Overall, I mean, first 2 matches are very disappointing, but we are expecting that 2016 records will repeat, like after losing first 2 games. Maybe we'll win the season this time. Yeah, as I said, hope for the best.
Perfect. That's the perfect positive intent I needed. And over to the man in the driving seat. Abhinav, may I know who will be the driving force for the next match? You have to unmute yourself. I mean, yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, you
I think if there's somebody who's going to be on the driving seat tomorrow, it has to surely be somebody.
Sorry. You are in and out. No.
think is going to be on the driving seat. And
Abhinav, I mean, we couldn't hear anything. I mean, can you please repeat that?
am I audible right now?
You are audible, but
Am I audible right now?
I think you have internet issues.
No, I could listen to you actually.
Yes. Now we can hear you too. Please go on.
Yeah. I think if there's somebody like a driving force or is on the driving seat tomorrow is going to be Mayank Agarwal. Because when we had these two matches, the failure in our two matches has been the opening stanza, to be honest. And Mayank Agarwal tried his best in the first match because there was nobody with him. He had to self-control himself. There was nobody on them. But it was not like he was not in the flow in Hyderabad that day. The ball was coming onto the bat, but they were very good enough to take wickets. Mayank Agarwal stood on his hand and he tried his best, but there was nobody on the other side. So probably he should take in that anchor innings and a person. And Brian Lara should kind of prep other batsmen, like if it's Anmolpreet Singh or Abhishek Sharma or Rahul Tripathi. Okay, Mayank is going to stand in that other end, and you guys have to express yourselves rightly. Because Hyderabad pitch I think, is going to be like a 160 or a 170 track tomorrow.
Yes.
And especially after the rains that we had in the last few days, probably it will have a pinch more grass and a pinch more bounce on it. Probably that may produce a small kind of a soft tennis ball bounce also. So we can either get a very, very beautiful 230 runs wicket also, or we may get a wicket that may happen in Lucknow yesterday too. But I am marking myself because there's this buzz around our dimensions and the way we are going with. I am purely sure we might ask the curators to create a batting kind of a track that is 230 track.
Okay, perfect. So finally, the man who has been waiting since long time, Akash. So going into tomorrow's match, how do we tackle Punjab, because they seem to be in a very good form? We take Prop Simran Singh, and Shikipa is also in a very good touch, and Sam Curran as well. So the team looks very balanced. So how do we tackle Punjab?
I think it would be the best for our players to not to think too much about it, play to our strengths, get those early wickets in the power play, maybe 2 or 1. And if we're starting with the power play with the bat, I hope we get somewhere around 50 to 60, depending on the surfaces. Look, Shikhar Dhawan has been good, Prabh Simran has been good, but we cannot play to those things. We have to stick to our strengths and do what we can within our control. Those things as such, Prabh Simran Singh or Shikhar Dhawan, whatever they're doing is not within our control. We have to do what is given to us. Hopefully, we are doing the job tomorrow. I'm like so positive that we're winning tomorrow. Yeah.
Yes, we are starting with a winning note tomorrow. I mean, I could feel the vibe. The fortress is all ready for it. Over to you, Kaushik. So what do you think? Like, there is a much buzz around this young players, Tilak Verma, Prabh Simran Singh, and who's the Rajasthan Royal here? The one who was matching
Dhruv Jural.
Jural. Yes. I mean, every young player in every team is performing up to the mark, but in Sunrisers we couldn't see any young player stepping up. Anmolpreet Singh, yesterday he was good, he looked good, but what might be the reason, and what do you see young players stepping up from tomorrow?
See, we need to give enough chances to young players. First thing is Abdul Samad. He's a young player still. Okay.
Yes.
So what happened was we retained him, but we only played him for 2 matches last season. We need to give him some time to step in up, because yesterday we saw what he did. In 2021, where we were having a bad patch, he was the one who single-handedly played batting. He scored valuable 20-30 runs, which add very, very good to our total. In 2020, we know he has a very good partnership with Kane Williamson too, who had a very good finishing. I think Abdul Samad has that hitting capacity, but we need to give him some time, just like Umran Malik, because everyone needs some time. And if one match goes wrong, another match gets in a very good thing. And Abdul Samad is a young player to watch out as we retain him. And also Anmolpreet Singh, he's a very good talent. I think Abhishek Sharma needs some more time to gain his confidence, because there's this thing because after injury you need something to boost your confidence, right? So I think Anmolpreet Singh and Abdul Samad are two potential young players which we have. There are other players like Sanveer Singh, Samad Vyas, but we need to see where they fit in. If one of these gets injured, then we can play him as an impact player according to the situation. So management has the plans, but I think Anmolpreet Singh and Abdul Samad are the two potential young players for us.
Okay, you're saying that the young guns will rise from tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's the spirit.
They
So
already rose yesterday. They already given a valuable batting runs yesterday. Anmolpreet Singh, Abdul Samad. They're gonna contribute more from tomorrow, I guess.
I mean, they both combinedly scored more than 50 runs to our team.
Yeah.
That's
50%
amazing.
of our runs.
Uh, so Ritvik, over to you. Like we have been hearing a lot of things. Like in 2016, we lost two, and then we won the cup. In SAT20, we lost two, and we won the cup. Do you think the superstitions work for us, or do you think the risers will take this up in a positive note? And I mean, how do you see this the superstitious thing or this comparison thing?
So honestly, I really hope that it happens, because even in the SAT20, it just like clicked, because we had players like Markram stepping up at the right time, hitting form at the right time, and he's still in the form of his life. I mean, if you have seen the South Africa ODIs, he hit 175 of, I don't know, 115 or 120 odd balls. So he's still in form. He just needs one innings to click, and I hope it's tomorrow, because he's the captain. And as Abhinav bro said that. As important as Mayank Agarwal is as Markram is also as important to the team, because he's the captain, and I hope that he steps up tomorrow. And yeah, let's see. I mean, knowing Brian Lara, like, he'll not go down with a fight, because he's the best batsman in the world. Like, I hope everyone will agree to it. So yeah, let's see. Superstitions are always positive, and yeah, so tomorrow is hopefully a positive note for the team and for us as fans.
Yeah, perfect. And Varun, I am coming to you with the talk of the town. Harry Brook, Harry Brook, Harry Brook. I mean, we have spent 13 crores and he has scored 13 runs in the first match.
Bro, I'll tell you one thing. I wrote a
Yeah.
message yesterday in the group saying that we cannot give him more chances if he scores less than 13 or less than 8 runs, or we have to be brutally honest here. His form is not the form which we have seen, which he was playing for England, like against New Zealand or against Pakistan. He needs to step up and show some spirit.
Yes. Varun, over to you. I mean, we know that Harry Brook hasn't been in his the great touch. If we notice, he has been good again, good in England and New Zealand as well, where lots of bounce happen. And comparing with what Abhinav said, because of the rains, we might expect some bounce. And he performed in Pakistan as well. Those are cement roads. Okay, let's keep them aside. Let's keep them aside. So, I mean, where do you look Harry Brook? What do we do about him? I mean, because since I'm talking about him, because he's the talk of the town with 13 CR.
I think he's still investment to look out for. I think he's still not prepared yet. Just like Abdul Samad, he is also still under progress, and it's still his first time under these Indian conditions, right? And as I said before, we're still playing. We played on tricky surfaces, which wasn't comfortable for Brook enough. And another thing which I saw was, as I said in the previous preview show, right? He gets tempted against the spinners,
Yes.
especially the wrist spinners. And we saw that against Ravi Bishnoi. He stepped out of the crease twice. He nailed one for, I think, a double. And the next one, he got stumped out. And that's what happened in the first game as well. No, yeah, it was against Yuzvendra Chahal, right? Same thing, a wrist spinner. Ravi Bishnoi, a wrist spinner. So he needs to stop get tempted against the wrist spinners. He needs to take his time, stay in the crease and play your way how you played in Pakistan. It doesn't matter if they're cement roads, it doesn't matter. Play the spinners. Just stay in your crease. His footwork is nice. This is what I said in the previous show as well. His footwork is nice. Everything is nice, but he just needs to stop stepping out of the crease. And then everything is solved. And that's what we saw in the practice game as well. If you remember,
Varun bro, sir, to wrist spinners, not to fast bowlers, to wrist spinners especially.
wrist spinners. I think against fast bowlers, he's all right. I think against fast bowlers, he has a tremendous record. He has a strike rate around 150, 160, and he has an average around 50 or 60 against the fast bowlers. But when you go to wrist spinners, his strike rate plummets down to around 100 and 110. And wrist spinners, majority, they took majority of his wickets. So what he needs to focus on is that, and as I was saying, in the practice game, Adil Rashid got him golden duck. And
Yes.
why? He stepped out of the crease. Right. So he needs to improve on that. Do not step out of the crease. Play your own way. Stay in the crease. Hit the boundaries. He's an impactful player, right? He wants to go for the big shots each and every time, and that's his kind of that's his style of play. Let him do that. I'm saying it again. Do not step out of the crease. That's it.
Yes. Yes, that's the secret mantra from Varun to Harry Brook. So over to Akash. Yesterday in the match, I saw the fielding was the fielding, especially wicket keeping, was sloppy. In first match, Glenn Phillips was okayish, and Anmol Preet Singh was also okayish. I feel the wicket keepers needs to be perfect. Not to the if not to the perfect, matching towards the perfect. So, do you think we have to stick to this Anmol Preet Singh Indian wicketkeeper combination, or we have to just not taking any risk, we have to stick to Henrich Klaassen? What do you reckon with this wicket keeping thing?
Yeah, we're done with the experimenting of some part-time wicket keepers, or the wicket keepers have not been good. Phillips in the first game has been sloppy, and Moulton the other day has been very sloppy. You see, the reason SrhvsPbks has not had good batters wicket keeping. We had very good glovesmen, be it Namanoja or be it Saha.
Yes.
The importance glovesmen brings to us is they stop the extras conceded, give us extra, offering with giving, let it be a stump caught behind and all these stuff. In 2018, when we were sort of bidding for Ambati Raidu, but backed off and later got Saha, that is one of the reasons we need best gloves to keep Rashid Khan. Now, Adil Rashid may not be as mystery as a Rashid Khan, but still he's a very good spinner in himself. And you cannot have Anmol Preet Singh to keep for someone like Adil Rashid. I don't believe Glenn Phillips is the best glovesman too for now. I feel like we should get back Henry Klaassen, have our best glovesman. Whether he does good with bat or not, it doesn't matter. We need the best glovesman possible.
Yes, because I personally believe that wicket keeper is very important for the team. So, Avinav, do you agree with what Akash said, like sticking to Henrich Klaassen?
I believe in him too. I think Henrich Klaassen has to come in as the wicketkeeper and as a middle order batsman for us.
So,
Because
here comes my actual question. So, if we stick to Henrich Klaassen, there will be Adam Markram, Henrich Klaassen, and Harry Brook. So, number 4, will it be the competition would be between Adil Rashid, Fazalak Farooqi, and Marco Jansen. So, we need to pick one from these three.
Or bro, Akil Hussain is also a good choice in the power play.
Yes,
Just remember that.
Yes. I forgot about him. So who will be that fourth overseas? Because we have very 3 standard overseas players. Who will be that fourth one?
See, if the pitch tomorrow in Hyderabad is going to be something like a very grassy and a very softballs kind of a place, I've always been insisting from myself to experiment with the 4 overseas batsmen and get in an impact player in the form of if you have Anmol Singh and if you have Klaassen keeping, keep an Anmol Singh for the opening stance and get an Mayank Markande as the impact bowler. But if it is like a normal tracky pitch like Lucknow or something else, which is like a Chennai pitch or anything, it is better we get an Akil Hussain instead of Rashid Khan, just for the sake of the
Rashid Khan
initial
is playing for
wickets.
Gujarat, right?
Oh, sorry,
Adil Rashid, bro.
I'm sorry. Adil Rashid. There's been a lot of talk about Rashid Khan more than Adil Rashid, so I've always been confused about it.
I still do miss him.
Yeah.
Everyone
So
misses
instead
him, bro.
of getting an Akil Hussain instead of Adil Rashid, I really think about 2 things, because we need an explosive middle order batsman in those such forms. Like if it's in Chepauk, there's a lot of spin and there's a lot of scope for you to hit too, because the boundaries are very small. So an Akil Hussain will come and contribute to you in the initial overs, and also can give you that additional 20-30 runs in the depth. So
And
he can be the.
and Marco Jensen is also very good with the bat. I mean, he made Rashid Khan look like a part-time bowler.
Bro, but see here. Sorry to interrupt,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
see
please go
here.
on.
Marco Janssen will be good in surfaces where just assisting bounce, like a Chinnaswamy or a Wankhede. Like
Yes.
that is the time where we can bring a Janssen in the lineup because there'll be a bounce in the Chinnaswamy. I know he'll go for runs because Chinnaswamy is kind of a smaller ground, but watch out for him in Wankhede. He's gonna make a lot of runs and take a lot of wickets in Wankhede.
The
Because
funny
of
fact
because
here,
of the
bro,
bounce.
whenever the funny fact here is whenever he played in Mankhande the last year, he was smacked
Oh,
because we cannot predict pitches in Wankhande. Wankhande is like Wankhande and Chinnaswamy tracks are more like what do we say, like chameleons. They keep on changing. And I probably think it is not in the controls of MI and RCB too. It's just that the weather conditions are so beautiful that they keep on changing. So we cannot actually believe in where to get in Marco Janssen because we have to prepare ourselves. And if it is suppose a track which is very bouncy, I would probably choose him in a place called place where like Mohali, where the ball is actually going to swing in the initial overs, where there's going to be ample bounce for him, and he's going to sustain. Delhi has also been showing some results like that. But still, he cannot be a good condition for us, like in Hyderabad also, because Hyderabad pitch is going to wear and tear and get in more spin, or the ball may come onto the bat even better. And Jansen's pace and the naiveness in his swing can get the batsmen's a very comfortable chance to hit him, smack him over the short boundaries also, because he's a left-hander and our right-hand dominations can get him over the short leg, leg side, the leg portion, the short boundaries in the leg side. So I still believe in getting Akil Hussain over Adil Rashid in some situations where if you don't want to go for the four batsmen or somewhere there is a small sloppiness that we actually need a strict wicket taker like Adil Rashid, or if you could try experimenting and not take a strict wicket taker from Adil Rashid, or where Natarajan or Umran Malik are actually picking up wickets. For me, the bowling unit is still not done with all. Like we are not still over. We are not still over because Natarajan has been showing us very beautiful glimpses. Umran Malik, when he's bowling the right ball, he's tensing others. Bhuvneshwar Kumar has been taking wickets at the right time. Like if there's a six hit him, he's kind of contending them and taking a wicket also. Like yesterday, he was being hit for a six, and the next ball he takes a wicket. A blinder, to be honest, a blinder called on board. So it's just about that anchor batsman and anchor bowler that we need. Akil Hussain cannot. I don't think he's an anchor bowler here. Probably if a Bhuvneshwar Kumar and Natarajan takes in that anchor role, like if it has to be a 2016 repeat, it has to be Bhuvneshwar Kumar the anchor bowler. And I see signs in him. I have never disappointed with Bhuvneshwar Kumar because out of the blue he comes in and just beats that anchor bowler. He takes in wickets and tracks back, getting that swing. Like Hyderabad, if it is a bit green today, it is going to swing. It is going
Bro,
to
but
swing, and we
sorry
have
to
wind swinging too.
you had something to add, Ritvik? Yeah, please go on.
yeah, just sorry to interrupt here. But we need to also see the condition of the new Kookaburra balls, right? Like, because what I've understood and what I've watched from Crick Buzz is the preview shows is that the new Kookaburra balls tend to swing lesser or there in the first 6 overs than in the last, or they stop swinging like they just stop swinging. So even if we have to bring like Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, like my ideology is that my ideology would be give Bhuvi 2 overs in the power play and 2 overs like around the eighth or ninth over, and then
7 to
just finish
15.
him off 7 to 15, yeah, that 10 to 15, just finish him off there, and then bring maybe an impact sub or use a Natarajan or a Faruqi in the death because they actually did well against Rajasthan and Lucknow in the death. So yeah.
Yes, that would work, I guess. So I have one last question to Rasagna because in 9 minutes the meeting's gonna end. So yesterday I saw a message that in the past we used to have one Manish Pandit in the team, but now we have 11 Manish Pandits in the team. I mean, with with respect to the strike rates. So, what do you think the intent will be tomorrow with respect to the strike rate, especially? I mean, every batsman. I mean, I know
think it
I know
is.
Abdul Samad was good. He was some 21 of 10 deliveries. That was a pretty amazing cameo. But talking about every batsman,
I think it's like to troll, it is very easy for people, but it
yes.
is just 2 games out of 14. I mean, like a lot of games are left over, and first one was like absolutely unfortunate game, and I see some captaincy skills were missing. I don't know. And the second game, I expected that it would be altogether a different one, but pitch was like an enemy for us, and it was not very easy for the batsmen. But I don't think so. We have 11 Manish Pandes in the team, and that is absolutely, I don't agree with that. We have very, as I already said, we have very good team this time. I was actually very happy after the IPL auction. I heard personally from so many people saying that Sunrisers have a very good team this time. And yeah, Harry Brook, Mayank Agarwal, and all these batsmen are like very good people. I don't think so. We have 11 Manish Pandes again. But yeah, we'll perform well in the next games is what I'm expecting. And absolutely, we will give back to all those trollers, and we'll shut their mouths with the next game.
So you guys all agree with Rasagna. Are we gonna shut trollers down with the next game?
Definitely.
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
No
I'm
doubts
ready with
about
the
that.
flag.
We're winning tomorrow.
Just a stat here. Trent Bolt has taken 2 times double wicket made innings. Just a
0 for
stat
2
here.
Hyderabad, 0 for 2 Delhi Capitals.
Yeah. So just imagine if we wouldn't have let Trent Bolt, then we would have been like safe.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, so I feel I mean in the last 2 games everything was not going from our side, because starting from the toss in the first match we were supposed to be batting first, but we didn't. In the second match we were supposed to be chasing, but we didn't. So hopefully our management team, especially I blindly trust in Brian Lara, man. He's amazing. I mean he's genius.
I
He's not
agree
only
with you.
genius cricketer, but he's a cricket mastermind. I mean, even before joining Sunrisers, he used to be in SRH. I mean, IPL dugout, I guess, dugout team.
Yeah, Star Sports.
Yeah, Star Sports dugout team. His stats were unbelievable. I mean, his cricketing insights were unbelievable. So I hope this will convert into the ground for the next game. So, I mean, what do you guys say? Win the toss and bat first or ball first?
It depends on, for me, it depends on totally on the pitch. Like
Okay,
if it's
Ritvik on the depends on the pitch. Just say one thing.
bat first.
Bat first. Kaushik.
I just go for it.
Ball first.
Ball.
Okay, I go for ball first.
One ball. Okay, 2 ball first. Varun.
Bat first.
Okay, 2 bat first, 2 ball first. Akash.
Bat first.
Okay, 3 bat and 2 ball. And you have to be the deciding vote. I mean, I will be the deciding vote. Sorry.
Batting, because I still believe we are the best defenders.
Okay, 4 and 2. That's one side. So SRH, if we won the toss, if you bat first, we score some 150, 160. I mean, we are safe.
See, Markram
Again,
said
depends
150,
on the
160
surface.
yesterday.
Yes, Akash, exactly.
said-
Depends on the surface.
Also,
Yeah,
Markram
if
said
it's a-
150 to 160 yesterday. So I'm hoping for a much better batting performance tomorrow.
Yes, because Hyderabad
Yeah.
is basically a batting surface. I mean, as the time passes by, it gets better. I mean, I heard it from
See,
somewhere.
if Aiden Markram said the last pitch was a score of 150 to 160 pitch and we scored 120, he should say somewhere around 300 to 400, then at least we can score 200.
Yeah, see,
Perfect.
perfect. Varun,
Plus one.
sorry to interrupt.
Plus one.
163 was my score after 10 overs when Tripathi was batting.
Yeah.
After that, I don't know what happened. I couldn't see. I was outside. We ended up scoring 121.
Okay.
Okay, I mean, we are known for this low scores and known for defending as well. But last match, everything was not on our side. So hopefully, from next match, we will bounce and the sun will rise again. Hopefully, from tomorrow. I mean, I see Varun looks so much confident about tomorrow's match. I mean, do anyone know what's the head-to-head with Punjab? I mean,
I think so. It's 4-11 or something like that.
We are ahead in the head-to-head. That's all I can say.
Head-to-head.
Head-to-head, yeah, it's like 4-11 or something like that. 4 Punjab, 11 SRH.
Yeah, so we lost games to them, 2 games in 2014, and we lost 1 game in 2018. In
Oh,
2020, from
The
2020,
last
No,
5
bro,
games,
August-
the
August-
last 5 games between Punjab and SRH, So in 2022, SRH won one, Punjab won one.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
2021, SRH won one, Punjab won one, and in 2020, Punjab won one, SRH won one.
Wow.
Yeah,
But
since
the
since
key over here,
2018,
Talking well.
since 2018, it's been
since
all
2018, the
SRH.
numbers have been even. The
Yeah,
numbers
since
have been
20,
even.
yeah.
Before that,
Don't remind me of 2018, please. The Gale Storm. I couldn't.
See, that was
I mean-
once in a lifetime. But now he's
Yeah.
retired, and Rashid Khan is not
Yeah.
there, so we are happy.
We are safe in that way.
yeah, yeah.
But just think about this. Key wickets in the power play tomorrow will be important for us.
And this time
Exactly.
we have their ex-captain with us. Punjab's ex-captain is with us, and I hope Mayank will fire against them.
We paid 8.75 crores for that. We paid 8.75 crores. So he better fire.
And if we get in the key wickets in the opening overs, let's declare to the
Collapse.
whole world that the bowling is still intact.
Yes.
See,
And if
I
it is on this
agree.
match,
I agree with you, but see, now Rajapaksa has come in at number 3. He will go hell for the money. He will swing at every ball. I know. I've seen Rajapaksa bat, like
He is
on
bit
TV.
danger, man.
We can.
I mean,
We
guys,
cannot count out Prabhsimran too. He's
Yeah.
good as
Also,
well.
the only thing is that they don't have Liam Livingston. He's still not arrived.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You're safe.
So imagine
guys,
if Livingston
we
was there.
have
then it would have been done.
sorry. We have only 1 minute left, so we'll conclude this by saying we'll go back to our originals. I mean, the raw slogan this year we got. So we'll say orange fiery on a go. Okay, guys, ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. On a mark of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Orange
fiery.
Like we are winning this one.
Definitely.
Yeah, we're winning. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Kodutunam.
Kodsunam. Yeah.
కొడుతున్నాం. Sorry.
Okay.
Hello guys, it was a really amazing. This show has been. I mean, despite the losses, we kept our positive intent the same. Hopefully, we'll continue for the next game and throughout the season as well. So let us wish our Orange Army, Sunrise Hyderabad, a very all the best for the next match. Go Orange Army! Thank you guys. Thank you for
Go
joining.
Orange Army.
Go on.
Go on, Jamie.
Thank you guys. Let's send this. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.